April 1945, Berlin, once the proud capital of the German Reich, now lies in ruins. The Red Army is closing in from the east, the Allies from the west. Inside his underground bunker, Adolf Hitler faces the inevitable, the fall of his empire. For years, Nazi Germany had conquered Europe with brutal efficiency. But by spring 1945, the tide had turned. After fierce battles through Eastern Europe, the Soviet Union reached Berlin's outskirts. Over 2.5 million Soviet troops surrounded the city, determined to end the war once and for all. Hitler ordered every man, woman, and even children of the Hitler Youth to defend the capital. For him, surrender was not an option. Beneath the shattered streets, deep in the fur bunker, Hitler refused to accept reality. Reports of Soviet divisions closing in were dismissed as lies. He spoke of phantom armies and impossible counterattacks that would never come. His closest aides watched as their leader unraveled, his body frail, his mind consumed by paranoia. Food grew scarce, communication with the outside world broke down. The once mighty Reich had shrunk to a few square kilometers of rubble. Outside, the Red Army advanced street by street, every block turned into a battlefield. Soviet artillery pounded the city day and night, reducing entire districts to ash. Tens of thousands of soldiers and civilians died in the chaos. By April 29th, Berlin was cut off completely. The Nazi government had ceased to function. All that remained was destruction and denial. In his final hours, Hitler married his longtime companion, Eva Braun. Together, they retreated to his private room and took their own lives on April 30th, 1945. His body was carried outside, doused in fuel, and burned as the Soviets stormed the government district. By May 2nd, Berlin had fallen. The once invincible Third Reich was finished. More than 80,000 Soviet soldiers died taking the city. Nearly 100,000 German soldiers and civilians perished in the final days. 6 years of war had turned Europe into a graveyard. But out of the ashes, a new world would rise, divided, yet determined never to repeat the same mistake. The fall of Berlin was not just the end of a city or a war. It was the end of an era of tyranny and the beginning of a fragile peace. The world would never be the same again. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, please like and subscribe for more historical stories.